Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the shorter time frame. In my earlier video today, I shared with you the daily time frame and the shorter time frame. Now, let's see what Bitcoin is doing. The support region that I shared with you in the previous video, it is still valid and is still holding. However, the price is currently obviously challenging the support area, or at least dipping into the support area, and we now need to see if the orange support zone generates some support. I can interpret this move up as potentially a 5-wave move, not the cleanest, but it's possible that we have a wave 1 here, and this is a wave 2 pullback, or it's just an A wave to the upside, and this is a wave B pullback. Both should lead to the same result, so you can see them as the same count at the moment, but only as long as the $65,430 level is holding. Any break below that level will suggest that we are already in circle wave C here to the downside. Yeah, so remember what we've been talking about. We've been talking about, okay, we probably have a larger top in place in wave 3. Okay, we're probably coming down in wave 4. The main support area is this one, basically between roughly 50.5K and 61.5K. And there is an ideal support level because it's generally for a wave 4 in general, the ideal support. It's the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement at 55K. Generally, okay? Now, Bitcoin has the tendency in a bull market to create extremely shallow pullbacks only. So we might never get there. We might only, maybe we touch the 23.6 Fib level, yeah, but we might never get to the 38.2. It's just something to be very much aware of. I would like to get the price at least to the orange support zone, but recognize that pullbacks can be very shallow in bullish markets. So a little bit of adding here and there, probably not the worst idea. It is a bullish market. Now, that's sort of the base case, that we are in this correction and that we are forming here an A, B, C structure. And the question is this B wave already over, or do we get a little bit more of an extended B wave? So the white count is what I'm following primarily. That means we have seen an A wave to the downside, a decline. Let me just hide that. We've seen an A wave to the downside. This here could now be the B wave. And yeah, I mean, this is what I'm focusing on at the moment, that, you know, within this scenario of a B wave, there are again two scenarios that we could discuss. It is possible that circle wave B already topped. Why is that possible? Well, we reached the standard resistance range that I shared with you already in yesterday's video. So that is the standard resistance for a B wave. There shouldn't be any surprise that we get rejected from that standard resistance range. That's why it's called like that. You ultimately expect some kind of a resistance there and a rejection, and that's what the price experiences. So it's possible that wave B is finished. As I always say, trade the levels, not the count. So that means while I prefer a stronger B wave, that's the count, the levels already offered here yesterday, support here, and the price bounced into resistance, got rejected back in support. Let's see if we see another if the price gets some more support here. There are only basically 2 or 3 support levels left in this Fib, on this Fib scale. Basically 66.6K, that's where we are now, the 50% Fib level, 66.1K and 65.4. So below that level, if we get a convincing break below that level, I will have to assume that the B wave already topped. Okay, which is absolutely fine because we reached my standard resistance, but it would be weak still. It would be weak. I would have thought that we maybe get a little bit more of a healthy B wave, which I'm watching for and prefer as long as we're holding the orange box. But below the orange box, that will become far less likely, not impossible. It's all probabilistic. I just offer you some levels, key pivots. And if the pivot is broken to the downside, yeah, especially here, the 78.6 retracement, that shifts probabilities towards the B wave is already in. We are already in the C wave down. But then obviously that's based on probabilities which build in a very dynamic way. To then further confirm that the C wave is unfolding, we want to see the first 1-2 setup. For example, a C wave is a 5-wave move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we like to see the first 1, 2 setups. So the wave 1 to the downside, the wave 2 corrective rally, and then we should follow through to the downside as we go along. Yeah, that's what I'm watching at the moment. So clearly corrective price action still, and follow is currently my forecast that we are in this wave for correction. And if anything changes, I will let you know. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.